You've heard so many people say that buying a home is the smartest financial decision you can make. It's the American dream. It's building equity. It's what responsible adults do. But by the end of this video, though, you'll see a different perspective of why buying a home could be your biggest mistake. Because here's what nobody talks about. For a lot of people, buying a home ends up being their biggest financial mistake, not because they did it wrong, but because they did it for the wrong reasons. We're going to walk through all of those in this video. Here are some crazy truths. People spend months negotiating a phone plan, but they'll rush into a 30-year mortgage after one emotional weekend. They say they want financial freedom, but they lock themselves into the biggest fixed expense of their life. Many will call it an investment, even though most never run the actual numbers. So, what's going on here? To understand this, we have to go back just a bit. For decades, owning a home wasn't just financial, it was an identity. Your parents, your neighbors, everyone followed the same script: get a job, buy a house, and then you were considered successful. And for a long time, it actually worked, as in, it was possible. Home prices rose steadily, wages kept up, and buying felt safe. But today, the world changed, and the script didn't. Here's where it gets interesting. A lot of people don't buy homes for financial reasons. They buy them for social proof. Think about your friend who just bought a house. Within hours, it's probably on Instagram. Because owning a home signals, I'm stable, I made it. But here's the twist. A recent survey done by the National Association of Realtors found that over 70% of buyers feel pressure from societal expectations when purchasing a home. So the decision isn't just financial, it's emotional. Owning a home feels stable: same place, same payments, predictable life. But here's the twist: stability doesn't always mean security. If your income changes, that stable payment becomes a burden. In fact, the Harvard Joint Center for Housing Studies showed housing costs now take up over 30% of income for nearly half of homeowners. So, what feels safe can quietly become risky, like your uncle who bought at the top of the market, and now they can't move, can't sell, and feel stuck. As for the common talk track that you hear about how a house is the best investment you can make, here's the reality: most people aren't investors. They're forced holders. They buy one property, they live in it, and they hope that it goes up. But when you factor in taxes, maintenance, interest, many homeowners barely break even compared to renting and investing the difference. Yet the belief sticks because it feels like progress. Here's the part that no one likes to admit. Once you buy a home, you're locked in mentally. Even if it's the wrong decision, you justify it because selling feels like failure. So people stay, even when it might limit job opportunities, lifestyle, or growth. That's the sunk cost trap. And it's one of the biggest reasons a home can quietly become a mistake. Now, here's the important part: none of this means buying a home is bad. It just means the reasons matter. If you're buying for flexibility, lifestyle, long term plans, it can make perfect sense. But if you're buying to feel secure, to prove something, or because you feel like you're supposed to, that's when it can become risky. The behavior isn't irrational, it's human. Your decisions aren't random, they're shaped by the world that you grew up in, the expectations around you, and the stories you've been told. Buying a home isn't just a financial move, it's often an identity move. And once you see that, you stop asking, is this what people do? And start asking, is this right for me? So here's the question: if nobody expected you to buy a home, would you still want to? Or would you choose something different? I'm curious to hear what you think. Drop your answer below. And if you want more videos breaking down the psychology behind money, decisions, and success, consider subscribing.